This video is about exam questions for correlations, so I'm going to go through how you would answer them. So we've got the first question here, which is asking to explain what is meant by a positive correlation. So a positive correlation is when as one variable increases, the other also increases, and the data points trend in an uphill direction if displayed on a scatter graph. So this question is not asking for it to be in context. It doesn't say in this study or anything like that, so that answer would be enough. This one here, explain what's meant by negative correlation. So a negative correlation is when as one variable increases, the other decreases, and the data points trend in a downhill direction if displayed on a scatter graph. If you were to say, as one variable decreases, the other also decreases, you'd be describing a positive correlation because both of the variables are going in the same direction. So if they're going in the same direction, it's a positive correlation, whether they're both increasing or they're both decreasing, because it's essentially the same thing. Whereas if one of them's going up and the other's going down, then it's a negative correlation. Now this question is asking you to put it in context. So we've got psychologists want to investigate if there is a correlation between how interested a person is in cars and their driving skills. Identify one strength and one weakness of using the correlational method in this study. So a strength of using a correlational method is that it is a good starting point for research. For example, this would allow us to determine if a person's interest in cars is related to their driving skills, and if it is, we could then conduct an experiment to find a causal relationship. This is better than conducting an experiment initially, as if no relationship is found. Lots of time and money had been wasted. Another strength that you could have is that it's only asking for one strength and one weakness, but just in case you're thinking of a different one. So a strength of using a correlational method is that as the results are plotted on a scatter graph, it is very easy to determine if there is a relationship between a person's interest in cars and their driving skills. Because a trend in the data can be visually seen. Trend in the data and strength of the relationship, if there is one, can be visually seen, or seen visually, whatever. Okay, so now a weakness. So a weakness of using a correlational method is that it is not possible to determine the causal relationship. So that just means that you can't determine cause and effect. If a relationship was found between a person's interest in cars and their driving skills, it would not be possible to determine if it was the interest in cars which caused the impact or caused the effect on driving skills, or if it was the driving skills that determined the interest in cars, or if there was another third variable which was influencing this relationship. Such as length of driving, which is influencing this relationship. That one there, what I've done is I've combined the two weaknesses that you're given. So I've combined the third variable problem and I've combined the fact that you can't establish causality. So I've said a weakness is it's not possible to determine causal relationship. That's 1 mark. If a relationship was found between a person interested in cars and their driving skills, that's context, that's another mark. It would not be possible to determine if it was the interest which caused the effect on the driving, or it was the other one, or if there was another third variable. So all that kind of explanation there gets you another mark, and the fact that again that I've mentioned length of driving as another example of context in there, that's a full 3 mark answer. For this one, a strength is that it's plotted on a scatter graph, so it's easy to determine, that's 1 mark. We've got the context in here, that's 2 marks, and then this one here is the explanation of it, so that's the 3rd mark. A lot of people tend to miss that bit off, but it needs to be there for that 3rd mark. And then this one here, good starting point for research. Context is here, and then this one here is the explanation again, what people often miss off. So you need to go that one step further and explain it. But that there, for all of those, would get you all of the marks. Hope that's been helpful. If you've got any questions, just let